Welcome to Ongoing Volume episode 13. Lucky number 13. I'm one of your hosts, Digital, with my co-host,
Blade.
Blade, on lucky number episode 13. Let's make sure it's lucky. I think we talked about it before, so we plan to change things up a little bit. Instead of doing reviews, we have come up with a bunch of different segments related to our favorite anime manga stuff, and we're going to have a lot of thinking, brainstorming, and we'll get you going on that. So
We are trying to get more into trying to get thought-provoking content and not just us reviewing a manga or something. But we still want to throw
yeah.
that out every so often. But we're gonna start spacing it out and have more of these segment style.
Yeah, and we still want to do the reviews. We just haven't figured out how we want to do that, and we decided that we didn't want it to be in the podcast necessarily, but it could be in isolated content outside of that, because we still liked to do it. We just wanted to figure out how to formulate it.
We're also gonna move news to a separate segment as well. We're
Yeah.
always a bit ahead of schedule, so when doing these podcasts, we kind of realized you guys are getting news late. So we're gonna start doing that a lot better.
Yeah.
Probably start next. Would be. Well,
Probably
you guys
this
probably
episode.
would have already seen that. Like I said,
Yeah.
we tried to get a bit of ahead because life happens.
Yep. So we wanted a little bit of a buffer, which with news, obviously that buffer just turned into lag, and it wasn't news for people anymore.
Yeah, and it's something we've been chatting about for a while
Yep.
because we knew it was happening even when we started doing the news on here. Just like,
Yep. Yeah. So I'll let so we have a would you rather segment we're gonna go through, and then I have a blind rank for Blade, and then we just came up with a fun one that we'll get to think about a little bit both together, because we just came up with it on the spot with what live action movie or show would you want animated into a series? So
oh,
we'll have that in the back of our mind while we work on these other segments.
interesting. Okay.
Yep. So kick us off, Blade.
All right, so I randomly googled the word "would you rather" for animes, and I got a list here. I read the first one out when we were chatting about it, and it seems like an interesting list. So I haven't gone through all of them. So let's see what we got. I'll do the first one anyways because we both decided on the same one. But would you rather join a ninja village like Hidden Leaf or sell the Grand Line with pirates?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
so we both came up with wanna go sail what is it? The Grand Line.
I'd rather be
Um,
in the One Piece universe altogether than the Naruto, honestly.
yeah, and I think it was, at least comparing to the Hidden Leaf Village, you're in a village, you're not exactly going out and exploring the world. A lot of those citizens, like, while the village does seem large, it's like you're like a shopkeeper, or you make ramen or something, or rather, like, if you're in that world, I want to go explore it. And if I'm going to be in the Hidden Leaf, ideally before Pain blows it up,
Mm,
then uh there's a lot that happens there, because Orochimaru comes, Pain's there, Itachi and Kasami come in between. Like, I'm good.
Honestly, I'd feel more enclosed in the Hidden Leaf Village than in like the Grand Line. I know that everybody's kind of stuck to their own little islands there, but you can always. It says become a pirate, so we're gonna
Yeah,
be
you got a
on the
boat.
sails. We got a boat. We're gonna be in the
Yeah,
ocean.
I'm on a boat. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sure I could do
Yeah,
better in that world too, being a tinkerer and having some fun with that.
yeah. There's a lot more you can do, right? Everyone on a boat as a pirate has a typical role, and so like you're gonna become some expert in something on top of meeting all sorts of different faces.
And hopefully learn hockey because that's pretty much be the best way to survive in that world.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah. And then I don't know, you could be a swordsman. Like, like there's like your role of like, oh, I'm a chef. I'm ship uh whatever he's called. The guy that fixes
Sanji.
the boat.
Oh, you're talking about the shipwright.
uh yeah,
Frankie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just all, like, the different roles, but then, like, you have a thing like Zoro with his swords or Sanji with, his feet and
Cake.
how he fight like, yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, you have your role, but then, like, you have other things that you can do. So it's not just locked into one thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
yes,
right.
we both
We'll
picked that.
go.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Going to number two. Would you rather train under Master Roshi or under Whis from Dragon Ball?
Oh, I wanna say Whis.
I was thinking Whis to begin with, but I'm not sure if I can handle his training.
Was it really that bad?
It might have
Does he,
not been
like
bad, but think about you're dealing with Goku and Vegeta for most of it, and they're
Oh, I
stupidly
see. You're thinking
powerful.
playing right or training right next to them.
And if you're doing the same routine as them, it's gonna kill me.
That's true. I guess I was thinking more of the style of Whis is he doesn't like outright, beat you up. He's definitely evasive, but he's giving a lot of like tips that get you close enough to the answer to where that you can piece it together and like you discovered something instead of like,
Oh, I can see that.
well,
Yeah, that
why
would.
aren't you just doing X? And you go, oh, I'm an idiot. He kind
Yeah,
of like gets you right there to the finish line, and you don't know it, and then you figure out the last piece, and then now you know whatever it is.
I think almost every single trainer of Dragon Ball kind of does that.
Does it? Do they? I
Kinda.
haven't watched Z or Dragon Ball in a long time to see Roshi's
Yeah, I
training.
was trying to think of that because I'm thinking the same thing that I haven't seen either one of them in a long time. Um,
Yeah,
I remember Master Roshi was a lot on weighted. Master Roshi was a lot on weighted training,
yeah,
but he was kind of more the basics. Like he was just getting them started with a lot of things. Then he ends up going to Kami up in the tower to get the rest of his training.
yeah.
So it ends up.
I don't know. I think
I'm
considering
not
we're
sure if
just
this is. I'll be
to
honest. I don't think this is a great would you rather question because it's kind of two different levels altogether.
yeah,
Trading and
and
just
is
like
Whis gonna
we
spend
talk about.
the time to teach you how to strike? Like,
Uh,
he's probably gonna be like, "No, like, why don't you just automatically do it?" You know?
it'd be more where what level are you at more than a would you rather? Because if I was
Yeah,
strong enough, yeah, Reese would be an amazing trainer.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, he trained Beerus, right?
Hmm.
He's, like, his mentor, so, I mean, with how we get to see the different power, um, gap between the Saiyans and Beerus, let alone to Whis, like, there's obvious I think there's a lot more potential if you're able to get anywhere near there. But yeah, I think it's a progression thing. The more we talk about it, it's probably Roshi. Like, build some basic strength in their sense, right? And
Hmm.
then
Uh,
after
there,
he's
he's
done,
human level. Then you can
yeah,
go up to the god level that is Whis.
yeah, the angels, yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I think the logical answer is Roshi. But if you're I don't know. If you're in the Cell Saga or Boo Saga, then the next, yeah, then go to Whis.
Yes. All right. Next question: would you rather wield a legendary sword from Bleach or master the Sharingan from Naruto?
Ooh, I want the sword.
I want the sword.
Yeah, the sword is it can be so many things. There are so many different abilities, like crazy hacks, and then like Ichigo's, which is like a more basic. It's more like a level up in power and speed and strength compared to like I two tap you like Soifon,
Hmm.
um, or a total hypnosis. Like if I can go and take my base speed and strength and times it to whatever 100, like, and I just got to carry the sword, like, yeah,
Honestly, the sword would be awesome to carry around. Especially there's so many different styles.
exactly.
Like not all base forms are the same. They don't
I
even
have
all
it.
look
Hold
like
on, let me show
katanas.
you.
So I gotta. Oh wait for him to put his headphones back on.
Yeah, this is from when Ichigo fights Byakuya Kuchiki. And
Yeah, I got that as an umbrella at my parents' house. I forgot to grab it when I
oh,
left.
Yep, it's not his full one. Someday I'll get the money for that. That'll be on my wall.
I'm
But
so curious because it's such a like they just barely show his Bankai at the end of Bleach. It's just like we don't even get to see how powerful it actually is.
yeah, I know. I know. That's like the ongoing debate for probably like a decade plus now. Yeah, I well, so then okay, so then let's look at the sharding gun, right? There's a lot of crazy good things that you get from it, but like hitting the
There's a
ceiling of
lot of
that is
downsides
so
to
yeah,
it.
hitting a peak of mastering a sword like a Bonkai, like even if let's say you're Soifon and you don't like your big bazooka, you don't have to use it. But it's
She
but
uses
it's
her her Shikai much more than her Bankai. So
right, you have options, right, to go do that. And there
and
doesn't
her
seem to be like any like ongoing effects if she kept using the bazooka because Itachi and Sasuke literally go blind using their Mangekyo too much before they get the Eternal.
hmm
And like in this world, if we get the Sharingan, no one else has it. You're not going to get an Eternal Mangekyo. So like event just like
you're gonna
by
blind,
just
man.
sheer yeah, inevitability, you're going to go blind. I don't and it doesn't mean like you get, chakra and you can do shadow clones and learn like you don't just get that stuff when you just get the eyes. Like I think with the sword, I mean, eventually if you train like a madman, you get Shikai and then if you ever somehow get Bankai, like all of those are just huge buffs to your stats in general, let alone whatever cool ability that you got.
Yeah,
Like the total hypnosis, Yamamoto's fire, Ichigo's, crazy speed and strength. I don't know.
yeah.
I think the sword makes the most sense.
It really does. It has a lot less drawback. It just means a lot more training to really bring out your full power.
And you get a sword. You just
Yeah.
get to wield a
Wow.
sword. Yeah.
A sword that can become anything, including a gun,
Mhm.
technically.
Yeah, I just want a cool spirit sword.
Yeah. All right. Next up, would you rather battle titans with Eren or face mysterious creatures with Tanjiro? I think that both of those are animes you
Oh
don't know.
man. I know Demon Slayer. I've read all the
Okay.
way through it. I just haven't watched it all.
Oh, I haven't either. I'm waiting for it to completely finish it. I'll just
Yeah.
burn through it. Just because
Oh,
I've already read through it, so I know what the ending is.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
There's
That's what I was gonna ask.
no big reveal for me. That's the reason why I haven't been keeping up with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know Attack on Titan enough, but I know they're super gruesome, just like the demons.
I'd
It's
rather
just
deal
at a
with
much bigger
demons,
scale.
honestly. I think I have a better chance of surviving on that. Plus, Tanjiro seems like a really awesome person to just hang around.
Yeah, I guess it's probably easier to get better for us, like as just normal people, to learn the way of the sword and the breathing techniques than it is to go.
I'd
I,
rather
I
use the
forget what it's
gun.
called. I guess, yeah. I guess I was thinking in Attack on Titan, I forget what it's called, but when they're like slinging around like Spider-Man, like that would be so
It'd be fun.
hard to get. It'd be fun, but like I mean, how do you get good at it in real life? I guess, right? Because no one's doing that nowadays. And even if you had the technology, the odds of you splatting yourself against a building are crazy high, So I would just be worried on like could I even do that? At least a sword. It's a sword. Like I could obviously harm myself with a sword, but like for me to do anything that's gonna harm a Titan, I have to be swinging around everywhere, crazy fast, and I I don't know. Yeah, I picked the fighting the demons in Demon Slayer just because of that. Not even like
Yeah.
the enemies. Like I'm just gonna splat into the Titan and be dead, or I'm gonna forget to like shoot off the hook or whatever it is they're shooting off, and then I'm just gonna like fall into the air and I have nothing to cling on to or whatever
Hmm.
it is. I
Yeah, like I said, it just honestly, I think it'd be safer just to fight the demons. So
That's true. At least they're my size,
yeah,
right? Even if they're way faster and stronger, at least there's that to go. Well, they're similar size. I can figure out reach or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, would you rather have alchemist knowledge like Edward Albert, or the strategic mind of Light Yagami?
Give me alchemy.
Add for alchemy. Like
Yeah.
Light's really smart, and he definitely knows how to like play 4D chess or something like that. He but he gets really conceited at the end. He kind of gives himself
Yeah.
away. It's so stupid.
And don't get me wrong, he's way smarter than me,
Hmm.
but he's not exactly as smart as it's made to believe in the series because L is the one that has to prove he's him. He knows he's
Yeah,
Kira the whole time.
he was convinced really early on that yeah,
He was like,
yeah. But
I mean, Kira.
Kara, yeah. But yeah, he just couldn't prove it. It was hard to prove it because he was constantly because he had a way to literally just make himself forget everything.
Yeah, so you're dealing with like supernatural on top of, he is intelligent, but the fact that L has to like he's restricted to having to prove it, like, and he's against supernatural, like the anyway. I know that wasn't the original question, but that was my rant on
Yeah,
L is smarter than him. He's just got two big things going against him. Anyway, I
and
pick yeah, I
yeah.
pick the
If I had
alchemist.
if the Death Note was also involved, maybe I think I would probably go that. But since it's not,
Oh,
give me the freak
yes.
alchemical knowledge. I would love to make anything into gold. Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah, that'd
sell
be sick. Yeah. You're like, Blade, how did you get this mansion? What do you mean?
it.
I did I don't know. I Bitcoin or Pokemon cards, I think that's a no-brainer. Like I get actual powers. Um, I'm good. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be based on the. So a lot of the alchemical powers come from they use a source to use it. So and we still have those sources in real life, like the
Okay.
Titanic, the. Boop my mic. It's like the plates moving is what they use as power to use their alchemy, something like that.
Okay.
Bit a bit.
Okay.
They explain it at one point when they're trying to learn other versions of alchemy.
Okay. I'll
Anyways,
believe you.
yeah, yeah. Would you rather mechas, join a team of mechas and Gundam, or ride magical broomsticks like Little Witch Academia? Like, give me the freaking Gundams.
Yeah, give me a Gundam.
That isn't even a question. I can still fly around in a freaking Gundam, and that'd be a lot funner.
Yeah, and I could literally go into space
Like, I didn't
and
even have to
go.
finish that. It's like I don't want to ride around a
I don't even have to.
broomstick.
I don't even need a weapon. Like just the sheer ability to travel is so freaking cool. Like, oh, I want to go to Tokyo. Hold on, give me like a couple minutes to get up in my suit. Okay, I'm there. Oh, I want to go check out Jupiter. Give me an hour. Like that would be awesome.
I love
Now, how do
that.
you?
I want to have one of the transforming ones too that they have that goes into two different forms.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Gundam Wing was my favorite series. It's probably because I also grew up with that one. But I love the
Yeah,
transforming Gundams for that one.
yeah. I think that would be awesome.
Hmm.
Give me a Gundam.
Okay, would you rather solve mysteries with Conan or embark on an adventure with Luffy? That one's actually a bigger question. Have you seen Case Closed?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Let me
Case
see.
Closed is kind of Conan Edogawa is the main character. He
Oh, I've seen him.
actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he goes around. He's a little kid. He gets a bunch of little gadgets, and well, he's actually a full-grown adult, a teenager technically. Like gets turned
Okay.
into a little kid, and he is trying to hide it while trying to find these a way to turn back into his teenager form. He gets poisoned into it, so he's trying to find whoever poisoned him.
Oh, for like a cure.
Yeah, he's trying to find a cure,
Yeah.
and he has a brilliant scientist that ends up helping him by making gadgets for him. So he could still seem like he could pretty much solve the case for a really bad detective.
Okay.
It's this whole thing. It is really good, but
It said it had
it's
like
also
31 seasons or something
stupidly
crazy.
long.
Okay. Yeah, that's nuts.
I've
One
never
Piece isn't even
gone.
that long.
I've never watched it all the way through. I've only gone through like 2 or 3 seasons,
Okay.
and yeah.
I'm picking One Piece just based on everything we've talked about where I can go follow with Luffy. And I don't know the other show, but I mean, for how much there is to explore and Luffy is all over the place, that's what I would pick. And it's mostly just because I
It
know
would be
One Piece
it
better
would
than
be
that.
more of an adventure, but I would say that solving these cases with Conan would also be kind of interesting as well, in its own
Hmm.
light. Um, I'm also a big shill for Sherlock Holmes style stuff, so I think I'm actually gonna go against you and say Conan. I'm actually gonna go with
Okay.
Conan's universe here.
What are some examples like that draw you to it? Because I know you're a One Piece fan and you're pretty
I'm a
caught
big
up
mystery
compared to me.
person,
Okay.
and one of the things I really love about this is that it's pretty much one mystery after another, and I would love to actually be there to try to figure it out and help figure it all out. I'm
Yeah.
entertaining myself, so I don't know. It's kind of my personal story. Like I still would love to go to adventures with Luffy, but
Yeah.
it'd also be a
Well,
bit
fair.
safer being with Conan than it would be for with
I
Luffy.
yeah, I bet. I'll just be his life raft every time he gets near the water. I got you. That's my role.
Don't worry, guys. I'll jump in and
Yeah.
save him each and every single
Yep.
time, just become the best
It's
swimmer on the
fine.
team.
Yeah. I have a snorkel. I'm equipped. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How many more? I'll do 3 more of these. Get us to 10.
Yeah.
So, would you rather engage in a duel with Ichigo or strategize with Shikamaru?
Strategize.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I don't
I'd rather strategize with Shikamaru
strategize. Yeah.
because I think Ichigo's going to kill me. Whether unless like it's for training, um, I would love to, hang out with Ichigo, but I have a feeling I'm good.
Yeah, I'd
I'm just
rather
gonna die.
strategize as well.
His spiritual pressure is just gonna like over
Oh, and
overwhelm
I'm
me.
dead.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready
If that
we're
was
done with the duel. We are. Yeah, you're a
yeah,
ghost.
yeah.
Dang
If it's a
it!
if it's a non-factor and like we could just remove that from the equation, sure. I'd gladly, duel with him, quote unquote. Like it's gonna be over immediately. Now if it was train or spar with Ichigo, that would be cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh but Shikumaru, I mean, yeah, he's super smart. I just don't if yeah, it really depends on the situation with Ichigo. Is why I would pick Shikamaru. Because what am I going to strategize with them on? Bless you.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, next up. Would you rather explore a futuristic Tokyo in Psychopaths or a fantasy realm in Fairy Tale?
I'm gonna let you
So,
answer. I don't
yeah, I
know
just say
either
I
of
don't
them.
think you know either one of these.
Nope,
Um,
not enough.
so I'll give you a synopsis of both. Psychopath is a anime where everybody is pretty much has a whether or not they're stable or not. They have a test, like they have all these futuristic technology that can tell you if you're going crazy, if you're stable, all this stuff, and how well you do depends on where you drop. If you go to a certain level, you actually get taken into a jail to hopefully either equalize yourself, or if you permanently get to that color, because apparently some people go permanently crazy. Uh, you can. They have different options, but for the most part, you just get stuck in jail. And but some of the people with like that were like detectives or anything that went off the rails because of everything they saw. They actually get given another job, and this is kind of what this whole thing's about,
Okay.
where they can help solve crimes and do everything and like that. But it really is a futuristic vision of it. Where they have all these awesome weapons and everything. Then
Hmm.
in Fairy Tale, it's a magic world.
Yeah.
They have
Magic.
dragon. They have dragons, but they're very rare, and they have different spells and everything that you can learn. You can learn all sorts of fun, different abilities, whatever you want. Um,
Hmm.
so
You had me at magic and dragons
yeah,
in
I just
freaking
say,
fairy tale.
for me, it'd be Fairy Tale. I would love to go through that. Much as I love technology, being in that world would probably make it go crazy.
Yeah,
I
it
doubt
sounds
I
like
could.
it.
I doubt I could stay stable all the time. But there's actually a whole bunch of people worrying about trying to stay stable, try not to get the yellow,
Oh,
and it's kind of interesting.
yeah.
Um,
Okay. Interesting.
but yeah, I would actually prefer to go to Fairy Tale and learn some magic.
Yeah, magic is very fun because it's not real. Someone prove me wrong. Someone prove me wrong.
Please prove us
Maybe it
wrong. We
is,
want to
but
learn
yeah.
magic. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
All right, last one. Would you rather be part of the rebellion in Code Geass or a hero in My Hero Academia?
Ooh, Code Geass has been on my list forever now. I've heard it's phenomenal.
It is. It's really good.
I'll let you answer and then I'll do my best too, because I know my hero.
Yeah, I would rather be a hero, so maybe I get a good quirk. Because the quirk's going to determine a lot of things. Assuming that you're in the hero program in the first place, it means you have a
Sure.
decent quirk. Not
Yeah.
great, but decent enough.
I yeah, I think I would pick my hero. How about we elaborate on that further? If you
Okay,
get to
yeah.
pick a quirk that isn't from, Deku or All for One or Shigaraki, like, not like the most powerful folks that have multiple, I
Yeah.
guess kind of what I'm getting at, right? You get
Yeah,
one.
you get
What are
one,
you
which I'd
picking?
rather have shapeshifting.
The shape shifting?
Yeah, I'd love to be able to shapeshift from real. It'd be a good spy slash whatever ability. Allow me to go around get information. A lot of fun.
Okay. I think the more I think about it, is I trying to think. I kind of wanted to pick Yaoyorozu because she can create like anything. She just has to know about it and what it is. I think it definitely like leans in or drains you of energy, but like over time, you know, you could get a lot of whatever equipment and I don't know. You can make like a bat cave. Is
That's
what I'm getting
true.
at, you know.
You would have to
You
eat
could
a
have
lot
a
of calories to do that, but go for it.
hey, if it keeps me lean, I'll do it. It's a bonus on that front. Just like, look at that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, for Code Geass, like being part of the rebellion would be. It doesn't sound as fun to me because
Okay.
you're just a member of this whole group, and they have a ton of like NPC members, and I'd probably end up being one of those kind of
Oh, that doesn't sound
thing.
fun.
Yeah.
Then it would just be a PC. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. My
all
hero
right.
sounds way more fun.
Yep. All right. So that's the end of Would You Rather.
Oh, sorry. I thought we had one more.
Nope, that
All
was number
right.
10. That was the last one.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. So mine is a blind rank. Blade doesn't know these characters. I did 5. And so as Blade does them, I'm going to real quick. I open it on my tablet, but I don't have a good way to type it. So here we go. Okay. First, so the theme is which mentor would you want to mentor you? And so that's the theme. And so we're going to, so, 1 is the highest, 5 is the least, or at least you want. Your first one is Shanks.
As a mentor.
Yeah. 1 is like he would be
Redhead
an awesome
sakes.
mentor. I would love him. 5 is I hate him as a mentor.
I don't think he would make the greatest mentor in the whole wide world, especially since his aura is hockey is so great that it causes a lot of people just to faint to be in his presence. Uh,
Yeah. Well, if you have trouble sleeping.
Plus, he never was a true mentor towards Luffy. He's more of a how do I put it? Like he inspired him to want to be a pirate because he kind of showed him what pirates can be
Yeah.
versus what people see a pirate as. But at the same time, he didn't really teach Luffy anything. He's just kind of there. He's yet to even see Luffy in the whole series. Like after he left the island he's on, he's never seen him again. And there's been times
Yeah.
that he gets close, and just he never actually goes to them. It also doesn't help that Yasop's completely against it. He's like, I don't want to see you, Usopp. I don't want to confront him. Like that actually happens in there. He's like, maybe we could go see him. I don't want to see him. Okay.
Yeah.
But I put him as a 4.
Okay.
I don't think he'd be that great of a mentor. Good
Yeah,
person, good personality, but
that's kind of what I was thinking, just to kick you off with something that I was expecting to be middle or lower.
yeah.
All Might,
Ooh. Don't get his quirk, right? It's just All Might.
mentoring by All Might.
He's not bad. He does a decent job at it. He does get a lot of help because he's not the best at explaining things.
Yeah, no Aizawa or
Yeah.
I forget the girl. The
But he still
girl
comes up with a
teacher.
decent training plan for Deku at the beginning. And he
Yeah.
still helps him out a lot. Like, he does a lot of research and everything. He's a decent mentor, I would think. We'll put him at 3. I'm
Okay.
assuming we're going to get better.
Kakashi.
I should guess that's what's coming. I'm going to put him as 2. I actually think he's a decent mentor. But he's also a perv. He's also a decent mentor.
Yeah.
He does teach
Yeah,
him.
with
He
the,
teaches him a lot. He's because he's a copy ninja. He's also able to learn a lot. So he's just good to have around and be able to. He has such a wide variety of knowledge that he can be like, okay, I can help you here, here, and here. There you go. This is the tools you need
no.
to get it. It's actually really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Kakashi brings a lot of really good insight to his, the students he has of like, especially with Naruto, right? Where you have shadow clones, like the little info that they get is such a like small little thing, but with Naruto and you can have hundreds of clones, it's like, well, then you
He's
can
a
learn
possible
quicker
number
that way.
1. I'm just not
Oh,
sure. Like I might
yeah.
just have to like if I would want if I knew all the next 2 characters. I have 1 and 5 now, and it just
Yeah, it's starting to get yeah.
So let's see if the next one's a 1 or a 5, shall we?
Yeah. So Urahara from Bleach.
Ooh, it's an interesting one.
Mhm.
And actually, he's a decent mentor. I'd actually put him at 1.
Okay.
He he definitely knows a lot more than he lets on, but he can train people, and he's actually done it a lot. And
Yeah.
he knows how to handle a lot of situations, so it actually would be really good to learn from him.
Yeah.
But now
Last
I'm
one
kind of nervous about
that
this
you have
last
in
one.
5 is Master Roshi. Ironically, with your would you rather, I thought that was hilarious. It's like, I'm not gonna give it away this time. I'm just gonna
Well, we
play
already
it off.
chatted a lot about it. He's a good beginner mentor, and I actually probably would have put him above
Shanks.
Shanks. But since it's the way it is, I am gonna put him at 5.
Yeah, so here from 1 to 5, here's the order that you had. Feel free to share what you would have changed if you had the whole list. So Udahara is 1, Kakashi's 2, All Might 3, Shanks 4, Master Roshi 5.
Actually, I think the only ones I would switch was Roshi and
Shanks.
Shanks. Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good, and you're only flipping the bottom 2. Like,
Yeah.
That's a pretty good
I'm,
that's
uh,
a pretty good
I'm not sure
ranking.
between Kakashi and Uehara. They're about the same page for me because both of them would have different pros and cons to them. It'd just be, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because both of them have trained several different people.
Mm-hmm.
Urahara with like Chad and Orihime, Ichigo, uh,
Even before, like he
Kakashi.
was a captain and he definitely trained a lot of recruits. Uh,
Yeah,
he definitely knows his way around that world. So,
yeah, no, he's I mean, he's like noted as like the most intelligent character in the whole series.
hmm
So at least comparing to Kakashi, like he has that. But then it's like, well, how good are you at mentoring? Like you could be crazy intelligent, but like a horrible teacher, right? Like you're just not meant for that, you know? So, but yeah. All right. So, on to the last segment. So, um, what live action movie or show should be animated into a series? So, again, I came up with this literally on the spot. I tried to not, give it much thought so that way we could actually brainstorm it. As we were going through this, I was thinking of one. If you want to keep thinking on one, here is one that I would love to see as an animated series would be The Matrix. They already did Animatrix,
yeah, I was
but
gonna
I
say they
want
have the
more.
Animatrix, but
But I
you
want
want more of
more.
it. Okay.
I want more, and I want what happened before Neo. I want the other stories that happened of the ones that they talk about, and then that could be several seasons worth of here's why they kept making the same decision to where Neo was the one that broke the cycle. Because the
Okay.
Matrix, you can literally do whatever you want. It's a computer world. Like, there's so much that they could do, especially with the different iterations of the Matrix, where the worlds could be different to where eventually the architect is like, well, I finally went to the 21st century, did this. It seemed the most logical based on all his analysis. Like, they could have been in a utopia and then they changed later. And then, like, the one round two is there, right? Like there's so much that could lead up into the Matrix movies.
Okay. I could definitely see that. I thought of one, which I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I thought of a few, but this one in particular, I think would work very well as anime, and that's because it also ended way too early. Firefly.
Yes. Yes. Firefly is such a good pick.
Oh, it's such an amazing series, and it's I was so upset that it only got what one
It
season.
had one season.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
it.
And it works so
I
well as
would
an anime
love
too. It would definitely fit the
it
themes.
would. Yeah, and they could go branch off to like before. I'm trying to remember Serenity and Firefly of like what exactly happens because I know with River she's got all these crazy power.
Unfortunately, it's been a long time since I watched it, so I probably couldn't tell you.
Yeah, because she's like a psychic, and then
hmm
with that she's like crazy in combat because she's reading all the minds and able to get ahead of everyone kind of thing. And then yeah, they're like space pirates, I guess I'll say, right? They do whatever random missions to go pretty much survive. That would be super exciting.
Oh
I would
yeah,
love to
I doubt we would
see
ever
the
see
before, the
it. I don't
after.
even know who owns the rights now, because they've
I don't
constantly
know.
been changing. These different studios have been changing so many hands lately. Like, I know Josh Whedon was the one who made it, but he wasn't. He doesn't own the rights, or else he would continue on and try to figure out a way to be off the story because he was so upset. Like, this is during when Josh Whedon was constantly just throwing out banger after banger and just constantly being like, "Ah, we're not gonna continue on." It was just so sad at the time.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I love that series. That's a good one. And again, you're in space. You can just change the environment. You know what? Today, I want them to land on a fire world. And you know what? Tomorrow they're going to be on a black hole. Like,
So I have
that gives a lot of
one
room.
that I would love to see a reboot or something done with it. Um,
Go
but I
for it.
doubt we're going to Aragon.
Ooh, okay.
So we've only gotten one live action film of that, and they did such a poor job with materials. I think they kind of soft locked themselves because it so much happens in the books that they kind of they changed way too much of it in the movie and made it
Hmm.
impossible to continue, in my opinion. Like I was just sitting there, like how they gonna they killed off someone that should have gotten killed off. They've done all this stuff and just like what?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I ever saw the movie, and it was mostly because I didn't know it enough, and I also heard it was horrible, so I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna waste my money or time
So the
on it."
only good thing about the movie was Saphira. They did such a good job animating and showing the dragon. That
Mhm.
feels like everything else just kind of took a dip in quality.
Yeah. Yeah. I think is there one it's just one book. It's not a series, but
Oh
it was
no,
a crazy
Aragon was a
popular book.
series.
Oh, was it?
Yes. I think
Okay.
there's 5 books in that series. Let me double check that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it other than the name, and it had a movie.
One, two, 4 books. Yeah, it's Aragon, Eldest, Ribsinger, and Inheritance.
Gotcha.
But it was a
Crazy.
really good series, especially when you start seeing all the other dragons. And
Yeah.
I would love to actually see them continue on, but we're probably not gonna. It's gonna take a lot to get them to reboot that because of how bad it got. It just did such a poor
Hey,
job with the material.
you never know, right? There seems to be a lot of reboots that happen over the years, right? Like we just, rebooted Harry Potter for some reason.
I don't
Daredevil
know why
had
we're
a
rebooting
movie.
Harry Potter because
Uh,
they actually did a
I
decent job
know.
with the movies.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, Daredevil had the movie that came out back in the day, and then the Netflix
It's
show
series,
that
yeah.
and then Disney again, Born Again, where they redeemed it a lot more than the original movie.
I mean, we're finally
I don't
getting
know if you've seen it.
Mario movies, Nintendo movies, which we haven't
Yeah,
gotten that in forever, just because of how bad
decades.
the original Mario movie did. Which again, they just didn't really understand the source material and just kind of rid off their own thing and just kind of gave it a tag, and that was kind of the common thing. That's the reason why a lot of game movies failed is because hey, we're just gonna go off the little bits of knowledge that we have and do our own thing instead of
Yeah, it's
keeping
like
to the
reading the
source
back of a
material.
book, right? Like you just flip the cover over and you're like, okay, I know enough. It's like, no, there's a whole book in your hand. Like, go read the book.
That's the reason why, if you haven't seen, there's a they announced a Bloodborne movie coming out.
Yes. Jack is Jack.
Jacksepticeye is the one that's co-producing it,
Yeah.
and I'm actually extremely ecstatic for that because he is such a Bloodborne fan. It's just like
Yeah.
he's gonna do well with the material. The same thing when
And that's gonna be animated.
Markiplier made the Iron Lung movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm actually really happy they're doing animation for that because that'd be so hard.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
that
am
would be
too.
so hard to do with live action. So
Yeah, yeah, I think I don't know. Those types of things, especially with fantasy, it's easy. I don't know if easier or more fun is the word I want to pick, but like it's definitely the more like the style that I think fits it better than like you get live actors and they're limited to different things with stunts and whatnot, where like animated you can do whatever you want, depending on
yes.
obviously time and budget. Yeah. I think because again, I'm a huge fantasy geek. I love me dragons. I love magic and swords. I would love a Lord of the Rings animated.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
I and it doesn't have to
There's
be like, Lord of the Rings, but like if it's in the world of Lord of the Rings with,
yeah, he made such an amazing world, like such so much depth and everything. It's you could literally just make a spin-off series and have it work. Like even
yeah,
the live the show that
the
they did, the
Amazon
yeah, I'm trying to think of the name. But that was really well done. It has
Rings of
nothing to do
Power.
Rings of Power, yes. And it has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the main books of the series, so he just made such a depth world that you could literally take it and do whatever you want with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I when you're building something like this and the world already exists, it's no different than like Game of Thrones started as books, excuse me, and then they brought it to live action, and you have like 4 or 5 stories happening by episode 2 or 3, and then if you do a good enough job to pull the viewer um, into it, eventually these worlds are going to start colliding, or these stories are going to start colliding, right? And then you get a big payoff. You have your favorite characters. Lord of the Rings has so much with the elves, and then depending on the time, or the timeline, I guess, with the dwarves, and then you have the man, the goblins, and the orcs, and then the different wizards. Like, you could do before, you could do after Lord of the Rings, you could do way before The Hobbit. Like, there's a lot that already exists out there that you could go pick on and be like, okay, we're just going to pick this, and this is what we're going to talk about. And we're going to give little Easter eggs to folks that know the lore, but we're going to give bigger, more like foreshadowing to new consumers that are going to be like, oh, that's so and so sword from the movie, right? Like something more mainstream, right? And
Yeah, you
then
could
they
always
can go
throw
connect
in
those.
Easter eggs here and there and have it all be
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah, I mean, Lord of the Rings is such a huge franchise. Like, I would love a whole series about Aragorn before Lord of the Rings and how he gets to be Strider at that inn
Hmm.
when they're there, and it
Yeah.
ends right before that. Because he's older, right? He ages slower. He's crazy strong. Like, he's not like a typical man, right? And so, like, everything leading up to his training, with the elves and the adventures he goes on beforehand to eventually get the role of Strider, or the name Strider as a ranger. Like, give me that. Like, give me all of that. Like, the
They could do
man
a
is
whole
fighting a cave
series
troll
on
as a dude.
backstories. Like that'd be
Yeah, do
amazing.
Legolas. Legolas and Aragorn are like some of the goats of Lord of the Rings that every time someone sees it, they're like, "Oh man, I love Legolas. Oh, Aragorn's amazing." Like, do like 2 spin-offs of them. Legolas is way older. There's so much more content you can put out there. Get Orlando Bloom to be the voice actor.
Huh.
Like,
You
low
got
effort for him
options.
because he's in a studio. Yeah. Yeah. I
Ugh.
don't know. That would be so exciting.
Trying to think of other.
Firefly's such a good pull.
It is. I was
That
really
would be
happy that I
fun.
remembered that. I'm just like, oh yeah, Firefly. I mean, we could also go with some of the other sci-fi stuff like Stargate SG-1, which I haven't seen anything
Yeah.
on that recently. Ooh, there's one that I did think about. Highlander.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm
How would
thinking
you
of
want
all the
that?
old ones. my
Yeah.
my mom and brother were both super into Highlander.
My dad was a huge Highlander fan. That's the only way I knew about it.
Yeah. Ah,
That one is what's the slogan for that? It's something like, there can only be one Highlander or something. Isn't
there
that
can only
their
be
isn't
one.
the thing? Yeah, there you go.
I'm
There you
Duncan
go.
MacLeod
And
of
it's
the Clan MacLeod.
they're all, are they all just sword fighters, or just like
Yeah, pretty much
combatants, and
all.
they'll
So
do
the only
whatever?
way to kill immortal in that world, the Highlanders, is to cut
Yeah.
off their heads.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'd have to
that's
rewatch that.
yeah.
I remember watching it back in the day and liking it, but I'd have
My
to
mom
watch it
has
again.
has a whole series on VHS.
Oh wow.
That shows how old it
That's
is.
sick. Yeah. That's a good
She
one.
was just constantly like she would get the magazines and just order the series just so she could keep on watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, that would, cuz Highlanders are they're just throughout most of the time, aren't they? Like, it's an
Mhm.
ongoing
They're
thing.
immortals.
Y- Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that would be sick. Trying to think. I want to pull one more, at least one more.
I got one more as
So,
well.
go for it.
MacGyver.
Oh, that would be fun.
I'm now thinking
Yeah,
of
all
all
the
the
internal
older
monologue.
stuff. I'm just like, oh yeah, that series would make such a good anime. That series would make such a good
I
anime.
know, it's
Ah!
also a mix of, can I reboot it?
Yeah, MacGyver is
Just bring it
timeless.
back.
Like you could throw so
Yes.
much stuff at that and it would still work. Ugh.
Yeah. That would be really, really, really fun. I have only seen probably a handful of episodes ever, but I know what it what
Oh,
the
I have
premise
the
is,
entire
that'd
series.
be fun.
I got it
Do
on
you?
DVD and I ripped it. It's on my hard drive, so I can watch it whenever.
Hey, maybe we get you to review it.
Review the old MacGyvers because it's
I
actually a new
reviewed
series.
MacGyver in 2026.
Yeah, there's a new series that did come that it did like a reboot of it, and
Okay.
I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of that. I need to actually. I heard it was decent,
Okay.
not great, but decent.
Yeah. Man, I really want to pull one more. So we got, let's see. So the ones that I came up with were like Matrix, Lord of the Rings. I had another one, I think. You came up with Firefly.
hmm
Man,
I said
did I come up
Firefly,
with two?
Aragon, um,
Hmm.
uh, Highlander.
Yeah, you came up with more, and I'm the one that came up with the
Hey, come
question.
on! You can think of a bit
I
more.
know. I know. Yeah, most of mine were like, make a spin off of this, do it before this, do it after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, what would I do? I think, ooh, I don't know. I'll pick something that's been out recently. John Wick. Give me an
Oh, that'd be
animated
a good
John
one.
Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's
bloody
like
as all
Afro
heck.
Samurai level
Yeah.
of just straight gore and combat. That
uh,
would
yeah, that would
That
be
would be
really good.
fun, especially when you add the different styles. Because I feel like with animated or animation, you could like when John Wick is like in the shadows and like he's hiding, but you want to see him that show that he's there. Like you make his pupil his eyes red or the light reflecting off his eyes red to show like he's just this menace, and
I really need to get
because
you to
he's
watch
crazy.
Sakamoto Days or read it. One of the
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, we had it as our backlog that we want to go over.
It's on Netflix. I
Yeah,
think you can easily watch it if I remember.
yeah, if it's on Netflix, I'll check it. I think yeah, I mean we could talk about some of the backlog. So we talked about some of the backlog for the anime that we wanted to go over, not just manga. Uh
We do want to
so
spread out to anime. The only reason why we started with manga is that it's easier for us to just keep it going. But since we're spreading things out and doing a review series a bit differently, we can actually do
yeah.
animes easier. So, yay!
Yeah. So one of the things that we wanted to talk about was Rooster Fighter.
Yeah,
That one, I think it has one season. I'd have to double check if it's like
I don't think it's
all
completed
out
yet.
okay.
I think it's only like a few episodes up.
Okay. If Rooster Fighter isn't season 1 isn't completely out by the time that we record, we will look at Sakamoto Days and we will chat about that. And that'll be in either segment or like uh a different frequency for the podcast as well so folks can look out for it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I know those were our top 2 on the anime side that we were going to look at going through so we can chat about it and also chat about it with folks instead of like, let's go watch Dragon Ball. And it's like, dude, that's done. Like, what are we doing? Like get up with the times and
Yeah, we want
consume
to watch
content
some
with
newer
everyone else.
stuff. We still chat about the older stuff. It's all we
Well,
have
yeah, that's
very
always gonna
different then. So
happen, right? We're gonna bring back stuff and we just want to keep up with what's coming out so we can add that to the arsenal as well to go through. Yeah. So anything else you want to bring up, Blade?
I think we're all set.
Cool. All right. Well, we are everywhere on where you can listen to podcasts. We are on YouTube as well. We're putting out, we have shorts that are coming out all the time. Blade and I are brainstorming different segments that are going to be outside the podcast that are going to be on YouTube. So check us out there as well. And then we will have more updated content related to what is coming out nowadays. Make sure you're keeping an eye out for that and subscribe, like, comment, join the Discord.
If you have any
What
suggestions, please let us know. We'd be happy to take as any ideas you guys have.
Yeah, and we'll catch you in the next one.